There's a quite spectacular blogging disaster reported in the news today, which was made by a large UK company. I just wanted to touch on this and see what we can learn as bloggers and content marketers from this PR disaster. Hi, I'm Paul Adjow and I've been working full-time in digital marketing since 2008. The story that broke today was that OVO Energy, the third largest supplier of energy in the UK, had to make an embarrassing apology after promoting a blog post on their site, which is all about 10 simple and cost-effective ways to keep warm this winter. So the idea was it was a blog post about how you didn't have to turn your heating on. Now you might be thinking, that's quite a nice simple listicle article, but that's where the problem started, because the advice was, I'd have to say, sort of ludicrous. So some of the examples were to do star jumps, to eat porridge, and my personal favourite, to cuddle your pets. Now you might think that this is laughable, but it has caused quite a lot of bad PR for the company, because it's against the background of customers facing massive price hikes in their energy bills, with some people having to pay twice as much as they were paying recently. So what has this got to do with us as bloggers and content marketers? I think we need to take a long hard look at some of the content that we're actually putting out on our blogs and asking ourselves, is it actually good quality content and is it good for the user? Now, as an example, something that I was looking at yesterday was a blog post. It was titled something like the 10 best garden hoses for 2022, and the first sentence was, a garden hose is a hollow flexible tube that attaches to an outdoor spigot and conveys water to where it is needed. Now, if you're writing content like that, it really doesn't help the user. They're not asking for a definition. They're wanting to find out about products. And it's all about producing content that users find most helpful. So what can we do to produce better quality content for our blogs? Here are 3 things that I'd recommend. First of all, eliminate all fluff content from your writing. And by fluff, I mean writing things that are absolutely obvious to most readers. Now this often comes about because articles have been outsourced. So say someone's been asked to write 1,500 words on a particular topic, and to make that word count, they just write down the first thing that comes into their head, which is very fluffy, obvious information. The second thing that I'd recommend doing is only outsourcing to reputable suppliers if you are outsourcing your work. Now this might mean that you have to pay a little bit extra for each of the articles that you have written, but I'd say that's more an investment for you, because those articles, once they're on your site, they're going to be bringing you traffic and income for years to come. The third thing that I'd recommend is to have an editorial process in place, and ideally a second person to look through the work that's been written. So if you're having it outsourced, you can read through the work yourself, or if you've got an editor on board, have them read it. Or if you're the person who's writing it, before it's published, have someone else look at it as a second pair of eyes that might actually see mistakes that have been produced in the work. Maybe it's spelling errors or grammatical errors that you have missed. If you found this video useful, please leave a comment below, and I look forward to producing more videos in the future about how you can write better content for your website.